The Man They Couldn't Arrest, by Austin J. Small, who wrote under the pseudonym Seamark. Chapter 1. To the Chief Commissioner, CID, New Scotland Yard. Intimation number 34. Reference, the Silver Arrow Group. Per midday post. Sir, on Tuesday next, a deliberate attempt will be made to steal the Duchess of Remborough's jewel collection, at present housed at Thorn Lodge, Park Lane. The raid is timed for 2:30 a.m. Entry will be made through the big kitchen window at the back. The glass will be cut and the entire pane removed. This will eliminate all possibility of contact with burglar alarms. Positions of all alarms are known. Thieves concerned are the surviving members of the Silver Arrow Group. There is also one other, but except that his name is Lyle, he is unknown to me. Acknowledged through the usual channels, otherwise copy of this intimation will be forwarded to Her Grace. Valman Dain finished writing and sat back in his chair thoughtfully scanning the document. It was a letter card, undated and unsigned. Just a plainly printed card, on which the square of writing stood out as neat and compact as a block of letterpress. Dain wrote in a meticulously neat hand, using a print script, every letter being distinct and separate. His long brown fingers pulled slowly at his chin as he read, and a deep frown of concentration creased across his forehead. Judged on certain standards, Dain was a strikingly handsome man. There was a touch of the hawk about him, a he-hawk whose hunting ground was the granite heights of the Back Block Ranges. He was very dark, with a skin tanned to a healthy bronze. There were times when he seemed to hide his real self behind a mixture of aggression and reserve, two very opposite characteristics, which in him seemed to blend in some indefinably natural way. His black hair, strong and lustrous, was brushed back from his temples, and the lines on his face were so deeply cut that they might have been tooled out with a chisel. His eyes, too, were a contradiction. They were brown and warm, with something almost like a caress in them, and yet they were pitilessly cold. After a moment or two one was uncomfortably conscious of the illusion. That slow glance wasn't a caress at all. It was the beginnings of an analytically deadly inspection. To a student of psychology, they were the eyes of a man who acknowledged but one God, whose creed was his own high faith in himself, and who would drive his way through to a given end with a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?